That could be an option. But then it's just,
I was kind of surprised to talk about that. Today, the lift stations don't talk to one another. So that
I think other people.
the lift station that's further up doesn't know that. Unless you put it into
Well, the research shows
the thing,
that
because the
like
system
$10 a
will
month,
naturally hold.
but it's
That's
really
the manual override, is it? Cheaper, I guess.
and so
But it's easy enough.
No, he says, what I said tonight, he says, he looked at that last part. He says, that's an hour and a half, I like, I'm never get back. So when he said, can I say override, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it by
That system.
it's for being sustainable. There's always been enough.
Taken out, this is if there was something
No,
else.
no, we have, I don't think, no.
Yeah.
Because then we're not understanding.
So there was some kind of snap.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's things that, you know, that's why there's
How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay.
Good.
Yeah, better.
They get you on different meds?
I have an appointment Thursday to kind of get them straightened out. So I'm taking one, but it keeps my heart rate now really low. So like I'm in the mid 40s instead of 240.
Yeah, well, I guess 40 is better than 240.
Well, yeah, except, you know, I don't know. We'll have to kind of balance it out because I don't like being in the half the time I'm
60, 70 would be better.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I'm glad at least you're on track.
Yes. Yeah.
We stopped teaching that for our engineers. Nobody on staff was like, it's crazy. Oh, well, okay.
Someone that
Really want to get people to travel with them. Work whenever you want.
That's actually, and that's a fine. That would be able to give between Marines,
You know,
all they need to do is just go fire.
the only guy behind that is like, I did this robot.
Get it?
Those guys.
All these numbers.
But I don't know what this
That's
time
what felt great.
Keep us on hand.
But I think that could be shared out, you know?
Per shift, there were 4 people.
Yeah, we've actually had a fairly good turnout.
All of those are all.
They don't realize.
Robotic.
Yeah.
All robotic.
You get one of those, it's like,
The higher level parts of the city, it's automatically.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So the only parts, sometimes parts of the basically take it to the customer.
This is from the main. Not specific. I saw it. 10.
Nice and glassy, see, they're always like that. I always have my.
Let's see.
Encouraged to slow here with these chairs. John was saying,
Oh, okay. I know that feeling.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order Tuesday, August 11th, 2026, the regular meeting of the Tuscarora Township Board of Trustees. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Tom?
Here.
Trudy?
Here.
Lori? Here. John?
Here.
Laura, here, we have a quorum.
Do we have any board member conflict of interest statement?
Again, I live in sewer phase 2.
Might be yours.
Yeah, no, you already found it. I live in sewer phase 2. I just want to know.
Public comment on agenda items, please take the podium, turn on the microphone if it's not on, and give us your name, please. No public comment on agenda items?
Nice agenda.
Thank you. Public comment on agenda.
and who are you?
Public comment period is closed. Approval of meeting agenda, I think we have a couple of changes.
Yes.
I'm gonna close that door.
I would like to add, under new business, we can make it H, 10H. I pulled out and gave everybody a copy of our resolution 2025, May 13th meeting for the emergency administrative leave pay for hourly employees because of the ice storm. I just want to revisit that with the water being out, no water in the building. So
We'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then I'll add to follow 10I, Sheboygan County, letter to Sheboygan County Planning and Zoning from the board. Okay. Any other changes, modifications? No? Do we have a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Approval of previous meeting minutes. I don't see them. Can I miss them? Do you have them?
I have any minutes in this one yet.
No? We'll have to put it on for September. All right, reports. Sewer update, Aaron.
Good evening. We've been busy in the phase 2 area of the project this past month. Phase 2 right now, there's no activity going on in the low pressure sewer zone. It's all in the gravity contract. They're working currently on South Avenue, getting close to the end by Straits Highway. When they finish that, they're gonna go back to the intersection of Witt. They're gonna go south and then up the alley, complete that. Then they'll drop back to the beach end of Mac and come all the way up to Mac, and they will be done with mainline sewer. We also got the paving done for the spring part of the construction. So they're paved all the way from Birchfield up to Holden. And they're gonna have a restoration crew coming in the next couple weeks. They'll start pulling gravel shoulders back and bringing in some topsoil and getting seed mulch done. So that end of it will start looking good, even though we're still making a mess on the north end. But it's all coming to an end quickly here. The plan is that by Labor Day, they'll be done with all the mainline sewer. And then after Labor Day, they're gonna jump back out onto the low pressure sewer and finish up out there. So this kind of ties into two of the change orders that we have presented for the board tonight. We have change order number 3 for the gravity project. And that change order has $5,250 for 50 tons of stone riprap that is going to be used to stabilize the ditches, predominantly on Witt. And then the other part of the change order is to extend their contract time from the end of August to the end of October. Similarly, for Walton, in their low pressure sewer, we have change order number 1, which is no dollar change, but extends their contract time to the end of October. So those are for your consideration tonight. And then we have pay request number 8 from Walton in the amount of $466,437.91. That's for working a gravity project where they've been working very long days and very hard to get this thing done. The pavement's in there, so it's a big one, but it means we're getting closer and closer to the end. So that's in there. And then our invoice for our services on phase 2, the amount of $34,246.50 is in there. And then we have a pay application for purchase of the generators in phase 1. And this is part of our plan to expend the Eagle SPHR grant funds, which expire. They have to be spent by the end of August. And then we're going to work through spending that money here. And then it'll come to you for your September meeting. And we need to have the full grant pay requests and all the money's going to be spent approved in September to go in for reimbursement before an October 1 deadline. Right. So the plan for this also includes reimbursement back to the township of previously paid invoices, predominantly for our services that were paid before the start of the loan project. And that total is about $109,000. And the idea there is that that would take your phase 1 contingency down to 0. Okay, so you're going to get refunded back through this grant, and you'll get 0 contingency. The work that we have that would be subject to contingency is essentially these generators. We've got the pre-purchased ejector pumps, which you do those to a homeowner. There's really no risk there. And then the grinder pump installations and mats underground that remain in their contract, which a lot of that is related to the Arthur Street lift station, which we did have a meeting with the McCready's and the attorneys. I think we've settled it all. It's paperwork processing through at this point. So we're hoping that all that's worked out in the next week or so here. That lift station's fired up and all this stuff gets resolved. Okay, good. So, all right. We're going to start wrapping some things up with you guys.
Okay, that's good. I'm sure we'll be sad to see you go, but yeah. Any questions for Aaron?
You think we'll get the rest of the contingency in September or October?
So
We'll submit in September.
we will submit it here in August.
And so we're gonna finish up Sturgeon Island after Labor Day, yes? We'll be done downtown by Labor Day, and then we'll go out to the island and see what that holds for us.
Correct, that's that, Doug's Underground, the drilling subcontract out there, they're essentially done.
Yes.
So Walton is not planning to go out there until after Labor Day. Because there'll be some dewatering and
Right.
they're hoping that the water continues to drop out there.
Right, yeah. Jim, how is it?
There.
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Water's still high.
Yeah.
That's coming down, as we all know.
Yeah. Good deal. Any other questions? Okay. Thanks, Aaron. All right, clerk's report.
Regarding the invoice register, I apologize if you messed. There's, the pay are mixed in with the open. So basically the open ones are, consumers energy. I don't have a grand total. Auto value, that's for parts, that's something they already approved. One Castle fleet card, that's for the fleet that's approved. So I will get this corrected and uploaded onto the township website, but this isn't the one that I sent over. So what I'm looking at basically, DECA Digital and Consumers Energy, which is utilities, and they have to be paid.
How many invoices are we approving tonight? So there's a total, well, I don't know what that
Yeah,
is.
it's not the I concur, 39 invoices. And like I said, the majority of them are consumers energy. And Indian River, lumber and hardware, that's part, so they already approved them at the last meeting.
So just for informational purposes, because this report looks different from other reports, in the column under status, open means they remain to be paid.
Right. No,
Okay. Okay.
And then you see paid or like the library and everything right there.
Yeah.
That's not.
What do we buy from DECA Digital?
This is spreadsheet at the picture. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I can go order.
How are the new cleaning people working out? What's everyone?
They had a rough start at
Yeah.
that week without the power.
Oh, yeah, that was- yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Do we have a motion to accept the clerk's approval of bills? Thank you. Do we have a second? Thank you. Any further discussion? Questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Treasurer's report.
Okay, in the packet, went out late, I have my normal things. I never remember to turn that on. All bank recs are balanced. She finished that up today. She actually had the 2 hard accounts done on Monday, the 3rd. She did it from home online. So she's on the money. Of the $266,000 of misappropriated funds, we heard the good news that 109,000 will be submitted for in August, which means after that we are still owing $157,000. So we're working on it.
Other than that, that's all I have.
Do we have a motion to accept the treasurer's report, please?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. We have a second. Thank you, Tom. Discussion, questions? All in favor to accept the treasurer's report, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Correspondence? I have gotten emails, several, mostly questions about sewer. Airport, I don't think Ken is here, or Mark. DDA, do we have a DDA? No, we're still pushing forward on the pathway expansion. Had a meeting last week at the road commission. FOIA.
A little slower month, I think they're moving forward.
Okay. Library, Miss Kelsey.
Good evening. So I just have a couple events to go over and then a reading garden update. Okay. So we've got our Dogman escape room going until this Saturday or through this Saturday. So it's a popular children's series, and then it's just a cute little escape room game. So anyone can do it, and you can enter to win a Dogman themed prize as a grand drawing at the end. We also have Pause to Read. That's this Wednesday. So we'll have possibly 4, but definitely 3 therapy certified dogs here to have kids read to them. Or really anyone of any age. If you want to de-stress, then feel free to show up. It's 2 to 3 tomorrow. And that's no sign up, no registration needed. Just come, bring your own book if you want, or we'll also have books available to read to them. They're also very cute. They come with their own like stuffed animals and their own coloring pages. And it's really adorable and really worth watching. We also have a Caribou Trails program that's also tomorrow. That's tomorrow night, 6 to 7 in this room. Charles Kohler will be coming to speak about the 9,000-year-old trail that runs through Michigan. It looks really interesting. He's done a lot of research, and it should be good. We also have on Friday the 21st the Airbud movie screening. I'm doing Dog Days of Summer. That's why everything is dog themed. I forgot to mention that. So it's Airbud movie screening. That's Friday, August 21st, 3:30 to about 5. The movie is about an hour and a half. We'll have popcorn, snacks, water. You can bring your own food. You can bring your own chairs, whatever you want to do. And then that also has no registration. And we have Secretary of State Mobile Office coming back. They were supposed to be here at the end of July, but unfortunately the library couldn't. We're closed. So now we've got it Monday, August 31st. That's 10 a.m. to 3:45 p.m. at the drop-in. You don't need an appointment. They can do pretty much everything. And as for the reading garden, I just met with my committee today, and we are set with Todd's services to start digging early to mid-September. So we'll do a little groundbreaking moment. And then in the spring, we plan to do our ribbon cutting. So we're very, very excited that it's finally moving forward. So, yay. And that's everything for me.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, we did get that permit.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the planning commission one.
Good.
So we're good to go there.
Good deal. Thank you. Okay. Parks.
Pat McGinnis for the parks. At our last meeting, which was on Wednesday because voting was on Tuesday, we covered a couple areas. The biggest one was tune time. We spent about an hour discussing some of the problem areas that have been identified over the last 4 events of Toon Time. We came up with a comprehensive plan which has been submitted to alleviate some of the problems that have developed over the years, and I expect that things will go much smoother in the future. Once those are all in place, which should be by our next parks meeting, we will then make them public. We need a replacement slide over at the playground for the one that's been damaged. We were fortunate enough to have a business individual who wishes to remain anonymous step up and offer to pay for the slide, which he's done, and the slide is on the way. We've got a new employees on board, another one coming. We'll have a total of 4 employees in the parks. Swim area at Gold Beach. As strange as this is, we have anchors in the bed of the lake with chains attached. Because the water level, the chains were not long enough. So the parks maintenance supervisor used ropes, and because of wave actions, the ropes frayed and some of the buoys came off. We recovered the buoys, they're there, and we're going to take steps to fix that. We also discussed the ladder at the green docks. The one that was there failed. We had a temporary one put in, and it's not adequate, but it's something to get us through. Unfortunately, this time of the season, to have it done correctly, we don't have time to have it in this season. We're going to have to live with what we have. But we, once again, have had a business owner step up, and they're redesigning a ladder for the green docks that's going to be slanted, graded steps, aluminum, powder coated, anchored to the seabed, so we won't have seabed, riverbed. Hopefully it's not a seabed. So we won't have that motion that wore the other ladders out. This, unfortunately, once again, will not be in until this coming spring, but they're designing it. It's being designed specifically for that area of the green docks, and it should last many years. And we have on pickleball courts, tennis courts, individuals have bought windscreens for those, and those will be going up probably this spring also. It's a little late in the season to be putting those up, but those have been on. And on a personal note, I would like to commend the police chief for what I think was action above normal duties a week ago Tuesday, and his prompt professional action saved the life of an individual. When they arrived at the hospital, they were pronounced in acute condition and they were ready to airlift. If it had been a few minutes later, may have not been here today. So once again, police chief, thank you for your professional service.
Thank you, Pat. Chief?
Yes, I'm next.
You are.
Well, once again, we made it through the month of July. It was extremely busy this year. We had 10 felony arrests for the month, along with 12 misdemeanor, 5 traffic arrests, 259 complaints. We were extremely busy. Unfortunately, our brand new hire, who just started with us on July 10th, has put in his resignation. He's accepted a full-time position with Harbor Springs Police Department. Dylan Zinke, who just started the academy on Monday, he will be taking that full-time position, but he doesn't graduate until December 4th. So, also this last month, as we all know, we didn't have any water. Again, Bill Ramsby came to our rescue. the pipe from the well pump to the building after 30 years of being underground had rotted out. And fortunately, Laura and Trudy was outside and could hear the well pump just constantly running. And what it was doing, it was actually jetting all the soil away from the well, and it was eventually going to wash out the sidewalk, possibly that wall. So we had to shut the pump off. And Ramsey came in, they dug a 7-foot hole. They had to hire an excavator to come in here and replace the pump. So, or the pipe, yeah. So we're back up and running again. Hopefully that'll get us through another 30 years and I won't be here to worry about it. But one quick question I have on behalf of the police department and the library. You said $107,000 will be returned out of phase 1 contingency?
109.
109. So where's the other 156,000 coming from?
Not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. We need to
We're gonna have to establish some kind of
a contract, a payment plan. Yep. So we need to get with legal on that and create a contract to repay that money back to the property. Great. Yeah.
Okay. That was all I had. Any questions for me?
Yeah. Any chance, and I've met Dylan Zinke, and he's a wonderful young man. I'm excited to have him come. Any chance that Jackson may reconsider?
Well, he's got till next Thursday. He put in his resignation. He gave me 2 weeks.
It's very competitive, I understand.
It is extremely competitive out there right now. The Harbor Springs Police Chief came, met with me today. He was more than willing to pay for a lot of the stuff that the township had purchased. So we are going to be getting reimbursement for like the Kevlar vest and his external carrier. We sent him down for a psych evaluation. He's paying for that. But I think he's pretty committed to go back to his hometown.
Yeah, understand. All right. Well, so if we know anyone,
For sure.
bring them back in.
At least Dylan, this is his hometown. So.
Right. Right. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Old business. Fall Community Cleanup Day. Done.
So I'm assuming it's just like everybody else. Everybody's busy during the summer months. Is I guess the excuse I'll give them, but communication between both PAC and GFL has been very lacking, sparse, non-existent. I did hear back from PAC in regards to, I'm sure you and I discussed, maybe doing two Packer trucks and some roll-offs. PAC said they don't do roll-offs. They would provide up to 725 compacted yard Packer trucks. Those are all at the cost of $915 for 25 compacted yards. However, they do not provide me any future dates. GFL, so they could do 2 Packer trucks with 30-yard dumpsters, as many as we needed on it. Gave the dates available of August 29th, September 19th from 8 to noon, but she did not send me any type of quote or invoice.
Okay.
I did reach out to both of them this afternoon, asking for invoices from GFL and dates from PAC. Obviously, I will have a special meeting and.
Well, are you getting the feeling like they're busy?
Probably is.
Yeah. I'd hate to let that August date go, but in the past, I think we've done September.
Yeah, that's September.
Yeah, which might work. Well,
There's a lot of people are starting.
yeah. I think that, we've done September, and that's not too late. So, I mean, that's always, we can leave that on the table. and you can give a shout when you hear back
Mhm.
from them. Are you comfortable? What do you thought?
I don't think you can approve a company without a
Right.
vote, so.
No, I agree.
I'm on vacation, I'm leaving the state for the next 6 days.
All right, so you're,
Coming tomorrow.
so do you have a plan B for communication? Did you give them anybody else's email or phone number, or are you just gonna follow up?
Check tomorrow, we won't till tomorrow evening, so I'll check tomorrow and I'll make a phone call.
Okay. When will you be back in town?
18th.
Okay, fair enough. So we'll table this until you hear. Is that what your proposal is? To table it?
Real quick, if you don't mind me weighing in on this.
Mhm.
I had spoke to Kevin Mockford from Mockford Recycling.
Yeah.
And he said that anytime we have a township day like this, if you get a hold of him, he'll actually bring a roll off for like metal material, as long as it's just metal getting put into the dumpster.
Okay,
So you might want to reach out to him as well, and I've got his contact information downstairs.
okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, John, I mean, if you want to give a backup email or phone number, you can,
Yeah.
I live here. So, so, while you're gone, if somebody gets a bird in their saddle, and then we can call a special meeting when y'all get back.
Mhm.
And personally, I'm leaning towards that September date, just because it gives us a little bit
Yeah,
of time.
absolutely. I don't think we're gonna fit in an August date.
Yeah, I mean, summer's open, right? Okay, so we'll table this, special meeting when John gets back. All right, sounds good. And I do want to say that we had a spring cleanup and we received a donation from an organization that is very supportive of our community, to help offset those costs. So I do appreciate that, and that we are fortunate in this community with very generous business owners and residents. Thank you. Okay, office assistant request for pay increase.
All right, I just put together a little for Karen Decker, our office assistant. She's been here 2023, January 30th, 2023, she's there, so just over 2 years. And she does a phenomenal job. When our office admin assistant left, Karen just stepped right up and she took on everything she could, everything that person did, what she already did. She's done a wonderful job training the new girl. Anything that we ask her to do, she does it. So I'm just requesting that we give her $1 an hour raise.
She's also the cemetery secretary.
Cemetery section, she always meets with people, she keeps that all updated, the content. She actually took that because when I worked here last time, that website hardly had any information in it, and she has it all, she keeps it all up to date, she keeps all of the certificates and everything regarding the owners of the cemetery plots and buying them and everything. She controls it all. And there's normally a fee that the cemetery section gets paid, and she hasn't been asked for it. And she's been doing that for a couple of years now.
I actually took a citizen had a concern about where her family was buried because it was being things were being moved around, and so she reached out, and I got in touch with Karen, and she was able to solve it within a week. So I support it.
So when people come and they want to buy a plot, or if they're looking to bury a loved one that passed away, Karen meets those people out there. I mean, she does a great job.
So your motion on the table is to give her $1 an hour.
Increase to her.
And
She's back on the part-time. She's not working the hours that she did at the Chris Lodge ever since we have Paula in the office now. So her hours have scaled back.
And so what are her hours?
She works like 22 to 25 hours a week.
So your motion is $1 an hour raise, 22 to 25 hours a week. And Tom, are you the support for that?
I do.
Okay, so further discussion. What is she presently making? What's her current hourly rate? And when's the last time she had a raise?
She's gotten since she started.
And what was that raise? So the cost of living for wages would be 60 cents rather than an hour. Well, comment?
As someone who submits reports and stuff to her, she doesn't just post them, she reads them first. She has corrected me on a couple mistakes I've made, so she goes, I think, above and beyond the limits.
Okay, thank you.
I think she gets worth more than that. That's out of my.
Okay, any other comment?
She also has done a good job of training Paula, basically left her to train Paula and to take whatever job she had and decide what to hand to Paula.
And helping Paula with actual seeding.
Do what?
Helping Paula with the actual seeding. Didn't she train her on that?
But I did train her. I trained her a little bit to dance and stuff, but it's all sparring here.
Any other comment? So motion on the table is to approve a $1 an hour raise for Karen Decker. And when would that be effective?
Next week.
Okay. And that's been supported by Tom?
Yes.
Okay. So I would be more comfortable with a cost of living increase at 60 cents. I see that you have budgeted that increase into the budget. All in favor of the $1 an hour raises presented with the next pay period, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I'm opposed. Motion carries. Okay. And Burt Lake State Park.
Okay, so we've done a lot of number crunching on Burt Lake State Park. We have 3 years worth of usage. And we have a tentative agreement, yes, correctly, that they're gonna go, they're gonna pay back the arrears from when the contract was done. And they're gonna pay what everybody else paid then per REU. So that was $120.91. And then going forward, they're gonna pay what everybody else pays per REU. If we increase it, theirs goes up, same as everybody else's. So they're gonna be the same as everybody else. It's too hard with water and them having to budget 2 years out to try to do it on usage. But we looked at the numbers and billing them on usage compared to this flat rate. It's so close, maybe a couple $100 difference. So it's easier for them, it's easier for me to bill them flat rate. So yes, sir.
Are they paying that per quarter then?
Yep, they pay per quarter. Even though they're closed down for 6 months, they still pay the same
They got
thing.
a meter on their water down there.
Right.
So you're not paying by the meter, they're paying by the flat rate.
That's the proposal for the upcoming contract. Their contract expired last year, so they're going to retroactive pay that difference between what they were paying and what their current rate will be now, which is what everyone else is paying for REU. And we haven't finished the contract. That'll take effect January 1. We're almost there. Okay, so just an update.
Yeah,
Just an FYI.
yeah, just an FYI. So I know people were wondering about it and worried about it.
Yeah, okay, good deal. All right, sewer construction bills. We heard Aaron go over them. So in your packets, and I numbered them 1 through 5. Item number 1 is the pay request number 8 from Walton Contracting in the amount of $466,437.91. But I guess we can address these one at a time. Motion on the table to approve this pay request as presented. I'll make that motion.
I'll support that.
Questions? No? Okay. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2, which is the change order, phase 2 gravity change order for Walton's Contracting, extending the substantial completion date from August 1st, 2026. Excuse me, misspoke. We will extend the substantial completion date to October 1st, 2026, and extend the final completion date to October 30th, 2026. And as well to add 50 tons of stone riprap at a cost of $105 per ton for an estimated cost of $5,250. And that will come out of the contingency phase 2 contingency, excuse me. That's the motion to approve this change order number 3 as presented. Do I have support? Thank you. Discussion, question? I'm good. Okay. Yeah. You good? Okay. Yeah. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item number 3. Change order number 1 for phase 2 low pressure system, change order number 1 for Walton Contracting. This is a no cost change. It will extend the substantial completion date from August 1st, 2026 to October 1st, 2026, and extend the final completion date from August 28th, 2026 to October 30th, 2026. That's the motion to approve this as presented. Do I have support?
I'll support that.
Thank you. Discussion? No? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4, invoice from Performance Engineering, invoice number 17205, dated July 31st, 2026, for professional services rendered June 28th, 2026 through July 31st, 2026, for a total invoice amount due $34,246.50. Motion to approve this invoice as presented. Do I have support?
I'll second.
Thank you. Discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5, Tuscarora Township Sewer Phase 1 low pressure system for Matt's Underground, from July 1st, 2026 through July 31st, 2026 in the amount of $44,500.50. And this is to purchase 4 generators for phase 1. Motion to approve this pay request as presented.
I'll support that.
Thank you. Discussion? No? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, resolution for type 1 water system, Indian River Mobile Home Park. Attached is a resolution presented. There's a new owner at the Indian River Mobile Home Park. They have obviously a water system there for their park. They have presented this resolution that they will own and maintain this water system. It is not the responsibility of the townships, never has been, never will be. That's the resolution.
Excuse me, Trudy.
Yes, sir.
I thought we disposed of this last spring.
We discussed it. Did we make a final decision on that?
I thought we did.
of 26.
Yes.
Do we want,
Remember discussing.
I remember discussing it, but I don't remember the final resolution. Did we need to get the legal
I
one?
think also, if I recall correctly, there was a time constraint because they were about to close the real estate deal.
Mhm. And now they've purchased, they've gone ahead and
Right.
closed the deal.
It wouldn't do any harm to approve it
Right, no, I agree.
tonight, so.
Right. I agree. Okay, so. Got the minutes from that. Okay, so resolution, whereas MCP Indian River LLC owns and operates a drinking water system serving Indian River Mobile Home Park located at 5184 South Straits Highway, Indian River, Michigan, 49749, Section 35, Town 35 North, Range 3 West, and whereas MCP Indian River LLC possesses the ability and willingness to continue effective operation and maintenance of said system, and whereas Tuscarora Township recognizes the need for effective and continued operation and maintenance of said system to protect the public health, and whereas Tuscarora Township deems it impractical for the township to own, operate, and administer this particular drinking water supply. Now therefore be it resolved that Tuscarora Township refuses to accept ownership of or operation, maintenance, and administrative responsibilities for said particular drinking water supply. Tuscarora Township endorses the application of MCP Indian River LLC to continue these responsibilities under state permit. I will make that motion that we approve this resolution.
I second it.
Thank you, Tom.
I think I thirded it.
All right, and any questions? We'll go back and look, but yeah, I think we wanted, legal did look at this and saw no
Right.
issue with it.
I could be wrong.
And so can I can't remember. So, all right, motion is to accept this resolution as presented, supported by Tom. Do we have any other questions? No?
The one that's down towards Co-op Park, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then they close or no?
I don't know when they closed, but I have his contact.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We'll get that. We'll let him know tomorrow. Oh, thank you, ma'am. And Sewer Advisory Committee bylaws. We had our first meeting of the SAC. I'm very excited for them. They have presented their bylaws. They worked very hard on this. They have elected a chair who is Bob Smith. Thank you. And we have a scribe who is Lillian Baker. Yep. Okay. So our duties as the board is to approve their bylaws, and I'm going to piggyback on that. Well, we'll get to it later in the list, but the motion on the table is, I will make a oh, Tom, why don't you do it?
Well, so I was asked over the last several days or week to be a liaison between the Sewer Advisory Committee and the board. So looking at the bylaws which were submitted, I make a motion to change the second to last sentence. So it says the SAC shall provide information as requested directly to the board of trustees for the next meeting. I would say that would include the words or through their liaison.
What section are you in, Tom?
Okay. I'm in Article
Oh,
1.
Article 1.
The SAC shall provide information as requested directly to the board of trustees or their liaison
Oh, I see.
before their next regularly scheduled meeting. Now that I'm.
Yeah. Okay.
already messing with your paperwork. Be careful what you ask for.
Any other changes? No? So the motion on the table is to accept the bylaws as amended by Tom Prout. Tom's made that motion. Do we have support?
I'll support that.
Thank you. Further discussion? All in favor? Say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. You'll take that change back to your committee. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Authorization to amend the township sewer application and ordinance 28 language. If you're not familiar, ordinance 28 is the sewer ordinance, and I'm asking the board for authorization to work with Rob Huth, our legal counsel, and Aaron Nordman, the project engineer through Performance Engineers, to amend our sewer application verbiage to allow, we're going to put we need to change it to allow people to purchase their own pumps. But they would have to meet the pump specifications, but they could buy whatever pump they wanted, something more robust, a different brand, but it would have to meet the specs. So I'm asking for permission of the board to work with the engineer and our attorney to craft that language and bring it back to the September meeting.
So the motion is to give Trudy the permission to discuss the changes to our application with the attorney.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll have to put in there, also in the ordinance, there's some verbiage in there where we want to, I think it refers to a lift device, and we want to get a little more specific about a township. We want to call it a township grinder pump, or we want to be more specific there. In ordinance language. So is that the motion that you want to make for that, Lori? To allow me to discuss the changes to the sewer application and ordinance language. Do we have support for that? Thanks, John. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right, we'll get working on that. Hopefully we can get it done ASAP. Maybe, John, we have to have a special meeting with the cleanup day. We can bundle that.
Yes.
I'll get cracking on that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, authorization to amend ordinance 92.30 boat launch fees, which is actually what's allowed down at the boat launch. You see a cut part of it off right here. I don't know what I cut off. Want something boat launch and designated overflow parking. ABC.
That's what it is.
So one of the things that we've encountered this summer, one of the proposed changes to this ordinance is item number J, no unattended trailers. We've had a trailer park down there for 8 weeks, 10 weeks.
Going on to 9 weeks.
Yeah, without a vehicle attached to it. There's no license plate. So we really can't touch it until we change the ordinance. And then item K, no camping. We've also had people mooring overnight, basically setting up camp. So this would amend, my proposal is to amend this ordinance to change the wording in items J and K at the bottom under proposed modification, to change item J to read no trailer parking without attached tow vehicles, period. Tow vehicles must have a valid boat launch permit displayed, period. Questions, please call the Tuscarora Township Police Department office, 231-238-9481.
Yep.
And then item K, to change that to read, no overnight mooring of watercraft and or overnight parking of any type of trailer shall be allowed at the boat launch, the designated overflow parking site, or at any of the Tuscarora Township owned properties. That would be my proposed motion.
So what we're getting is in that little canal before you get to the pipe, there's some short-term rentals over there that have been using that as their personal dock. And that's gotta stop, because that's actually designed for people to park short-term so they can get out of their boat, come up downtown, have lunch, do some shopping, and then back to their boat. And it's been filling up all summer.
One of those houses on, those are the short-term rentals right there on.
In that neighborhood, yeah.
Trudy,
Yes.
the signs over there already say no overnight mooring, but there's no ordinance.
Right.
For
Do we have a time limit down there? Like you could come for the afternoon. I don't think there is a time limit down there posted, is there?
I think it
It's
says,
supposed to be 2 hours.
yeah, I think it actually, the signs actually say 2 hour.
Okay, I guess I should walk down there. Okay, all right. So that's the proposal, that we change this ordinance. Thank you, John. Any other discussion?
I'm gonna go out and see what those Airbnb and Verbos are there down there and see if there's verbiage on their website. And then maybe we can have a little discussion with them, or, send a letter, cease and desist, of telling people they can do that. And that might help too.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions, comments? All in favor of this change, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, we'll get that published and get going on that. Okay, thank you. 2027 fireworks, geez Louise, I feel like we just got done with fireworks. Thanks.
So reached out to Great Lakes Fireworks to secure some dates for the 2027 fireworks show. She said July 2nd and 3rd are available, and she will mark us on the calendar. If they are the chosen vendor for that year, we should have a pretty good weekend. So
Yeah.
it falls on the weekend again. So,
Friday or Saturday.
I'm gonna go out on the limb with regard to law enforcement and fire. A Friday is preferred. It's a little easier on their budget for overtime purposes. It does allow then for a Saturday event, So the motion is to set the date. What is your proposal, John?
So I think it's probably just more informational as of now.
Okay.
Unless we want to set a date contingency on that, they are the selected vendor. We'll kick it out. I know they're few and far between now. We'll try to kick it out to some other companies and just grab some bids on it. I think nonetheless, she said she'll knock us down for the second and the third. And
Yeah.
She'll let us, or we can let her know.
Okay.
later on, so.
Are you comfortable with us putting it out? I think two thoughts. Putting it out for bid, we'll have to, and we can tweak what we did for this year. We'll have to do a little digging. We struggled last year to find some vendors.
Yeah, and I ended up getting a new phone recently, and apparently you don't back those up, but you lose everything. So I had contact, if you're watching this, a guy reached out to me last year and said, hey, I have a house up there. The neighbor said you guys are running into difficulties, so if you could reach back out to me. We'll certainly get him on the bid.
Okay, so we'll put that together. Do you think that can wait till you get back from vacation?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then do we want to select a date? Or no?
I think we should.
I do too. Yeah. Do you want to propose a?
Chief?
July 2nd, baby.
Motion on the table, Great Lakes Fireworks is the selected vendor. We choose their offer date of July 2nd, 2027.
I'll support that. Any other discussion?
I'll go back through the, old board package too and see if I can find those invoices for you that you had before, while you're, go have some fun, I'll dig that out. So
Okay.
I'll get information for you.
Okay, we'll dig around for vendors. Any other questions or comments? Maybe we can work with Chamber and they can do something on Saturday. Who knows? Yeah, okay. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. July 2nd, 2027. Fireworks. Okay, SAC homework list. For the board, this is basically informational, but board, I want you to know it is out there in the shared drive. Oh, I didn't put it on there. It's in the shared drive under Sewer Advisory Committee, and you'll see the homework list. These are just things that have crossed my mind since we started talking about having a Sewer Advisory Committee. As I'm reading through ordinance, talking to Aaron, other contractors, people that call with questions, talking to Ben Zinski, negotiating with the state park, things, things that we need to get ahead of. So I would like to invite you to add to the list, flesh it out as much as you can. I see I didn't put dates on here. I can go back and do that. And I'd like to get it to the SAC so they can begin prioritizing. I mean, one of the things that for me is very urgent is to get the ordinance reviewed for that sunset period and to look at the, we currently use an REU criteria sheet. Thank you. And it's from 2023. It was approved by the board back then. We've continued to use it. It's 3 years old. I think that's another bit of homework for the board to go out and research, what is an apartment in today's world? What is a campsite in today's world? What's an office?
A laundromat washers, if they're a single load washer, or what if they're a 4 times load washer? What if they're a 6 times load washer? What if they're 8 times load washer?
There's a lot of new criteria. Yeah. So again, board, this homework list is out there for you to add to. It's a living document. We can give it to you regularly, monthly, and I guess we'll make a note that it was given to you, and then if we get more on the list, we'll shoot it out to you. Do you want me to? We can shoot it to you or to?
You should it to me. I can make sure everybody gets it.
Okay.
If you run it through Tom, you can send
There
it
you
to
go.
us as well.
You have access, so you can look at that. Yeah. Okay.
The only thing we would ask is if you have anything that you want us to pay particular attention to, prioritize some things. You can't do them all at once, but
Nope.
if there's certain things that you want us to focus on, we'll prioritize those while we're working on it.
Yeah.
Some of them are going to be very straightforward, and some of them are going to take a little bit of time.
Right. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if we need a motion to approve this. Just I wanted to basically FYI
Information.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. Look for that. Look for that. And you can still get access. Yeah. Okay. 10H. There you go.
Emergency pay. So after the ice storm, after the ice storm, we did a resolution to pay our hourly employees for the time they couldn't be here because the ice storm and then traveling. So I was hoping with the water not working, it would be an OSHA violation if you had employees in the premise without working bathroom and running water. So we sent them home and sent Paula home and told her that she couldn't work till the water was running again. So I'd like to approve for us to pay her for that, her regular scheduled hours that she would have worked that week. And I thought this ordinance I could use this board resolution, but there's specific dates in this resolution. So I think we need to tweak this and make sure it's overall, because hopefully we're not gonna have any more emergencies, but it's just better safe than sorry to get it on the books as correct. But in regards to that, I'd still like to tonight us to approve her, for the hours that she wasn't able to work here at the township for those days. So I'm making a motion that we approve to pay Paula Kuipert, her emergency administrative leave pay for the time when the well was not working, the pump wasn't working, and no running water. Not very eloquent of the date, that's.
Okay, so do you have the dates? What are her regular hours?
She is Tuesday through Friday.
Does she work a set number of hours a week? 4 hours a day, 3 hours a day? What is it?
Friday she works a full day. And I want to say.
A full day being,
I 9 to 4 full office hours.
Friday, she's 9 to 4 for sure.
Yep, and then I want to say she's 12 to 4
The other 3 days.
the other days.
$19 hours a week. So that's what you're saying to pay her.
Yes,
Or what was the, what's that?
yes.
And what was the week that, the well was down?
She works, part of that was shifting in.
When did you go down? Tuesday?
Monday, it went down, I got the call Monday, and they had called Miss Dig. And Miss Dig came in and
Here
marked.
on Monday, but then she had to take the rest of the week off.
So she worked Monday. So 16 hours, so Tuesday through Friday.
She always works Monday. She normally does that, but Karen was on vacation.
Yeah, Karen's on vacation that week.
She had a sick time.
She had a new employee.
And that's why I want to word this, change this, because it wasn't her fault. And I don't think she should have to use vacation or sick when it wasn't her fault, she couldn't work. It was
All right,
her
let's
fault.
go, let's get back to the motion on the table that you want to, your motion is to approve to pay Paula Kuipert. How many hours did she work that week? That's what we have to figure out.
It would be, I don't handle payroll, so I,
Hold on, give me a minute. Well, she only worked 7 days that week, so you figure Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that would have been 4 each day, so that's 12.
and then a full day on Friday.
And Friday, that would have been 7, so that's 19. She would have had extra hours that week because she had covered.
So again, how many hours?
19.
All right, so she worked, did she work Monday?
She worked Monday and then she missed out on the rest of the week.
Okay, so she missed 19 hours, so.
Yes.
And what are the dates? What's the date of that week?
I think it's was it the last week of July?
Yes.
Yep, so
Yeah,
20,
because we were sweating.
so 27, 28, 29, 30 of July.
2026. Okay, so your motion is to pay Paula Kuipert 19 hours at $20 an hour for the week of July 27th through the 30th, 2026.
Correct.
Okay.
I support that.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. So if you want to bring this back in September and actually create a policy, maybe that's the right thing to do. Okay. Because heaven forbid, well, it looks like this is a theme we are going. Put that out there. Put that out there. So board, we have 2 new establishments coming to Tuscarora Township, and they are both going before the Sheboygan County Planning and Zoning on August 19th. That meeting starts at 7 o'clock up in Sheboygan at the county building. You have to go in the back. No, you have to go in the front door now. Prove that you are who you are. It is Beck's Propane and North Star Landscape is finishing up they're going to do their greenhouse butterfly. So planning and zoning typically reaches out to the township and says, hey, do you guys want to weigh in on anything? If we want to weigh in, I will ask you to email in your comments. I believe that I emailed out the email that has their site plan to it.
I looked at it, yes.
And so do we want to put forth a letter? We can put it together and have it up there for the 19th of August.
Should we let them know a couple of things that are
Yeah.
concerns? Yeah. So Bex wants to go into where the trailers, the little south side trailers, they're right there. That was all underwater. And they're gonna be a propane refill place. So it's zoned two ways. First, it's zoned, correct me if I'm wrong, I wanna say
Lake and Stream.
Lake and Stream, and then also it's commercial. So before it used to be, there was a Tomahawk Trails canoe livery, and that's where people met and livered out. So we just have a concern about having propane there in case, I mean, let's hope we never have a flood like that again, but so that's one of our concerns about Bex is,
Tanks float.
yeah, tanks float.
Yeah.
And any spillage right there in the river, and so that's one of the concerns that I have about Bex.
And then North Star Landscape, they're gonna put up their greenhouse and their butterfly house.
Yes.
And it looks like from their site plan, they're leaving the food court's gonna be more towards the river, and then they've got their existing establishment, but I think they're leaving the green space. You know, my concern is still the stormwater. They've got some storm that's going right into the river. So, and it looks like they have ample parking. But again, we can voice our concerns and take a look at those site plans. We can put your thoughts together. We'll put it all together in a letter. I'll send it back out for everybody's approval, and we'll ship it up there to them for their consideration.
Letters need to be in the Friday.
I'm sorry?
Letters need to be in the Friday.
Oh, okay. What's that date then? Or you at your?
Yep, I sure will.
And that holds true for the public as well. Public is able to weigh in.
That will be, so let's see. Today is the 11th. Oh, in 2027, I'm working off none of the dates. I was looking at the 4th of July. All right, today's the 11th, so that'll be the 14th. We have to have it up there. I don't know what their deadline is on Friday, the 14th.
I think 5 o'clock on Friday, by email.
Okay.
Okay, we'll email it. So, all right, so we have some homework to do, board. So all right, my motion on the table is to issue a letter to planning and zoning regarding the two new establishments.
Why do you need to call? I don't know. They think they send their packets out.
Yeah, so maybe Thursday night at 5.
Okay, well, we'll shoot for Thursday, for the 13th. Right. Yeah, so that'll be a push. Okay, and we have support, Laura's support. Any other comments? Nope, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, we'll get that letter out. And public comments? Yes, sir.
Dennis, I'd like to comment on the just announced propane placement. I think that'd be much better of it, the industrial park. I'd be against it at the location where Southside keeps its trailers because that's a recessed area. Propane's a heavier than air gas. It will settle to the lowest points. I remember, this is probably 40 years ago, out in San Jose, Skyline Amphitheater opened up. It was a music venue, and they built it on an old landfill. The first concert they had, people were smoking, and the methane gas from the landfill filled over, layered on the ground, and they put many people in the hospital from burns. If we have propane gas settling there at that intersection, something happens, and a spark goes off, we could be experiencing some liability.
Thank you. Other public comment? Public comment period is closed. Board comment? No. Yes? No? Motion to adjourn. 8:15. We have support?
I support that.
Thank you. Well, meeting adjourned 8:15. Thank you.